the roots of my culture stem from this soil. I'm a soul of the Sea Islands. And so I want to make sure that we dig deep and realize my culture is not surface. It's something that deserves its rightful place in the world, and that we need to hold on to it.
A Parent Wins, an adventure of a lifetime. A global expedition dedicated to collecting stories of environmental and cultural preservation while conducting marine research aboard sailing vessel Resilience.
Tell me where we're going and what we're doing.
Yeah, we're headed out to St. Helena Island to go meet with Qeen Quet. Qeen Quet's the queen of the Gullah Geechee Nation. So we're in a place that I used to drive down to go surfing oftentimes before school. And yeah, it used to be a lot less crowded than this road here. But it's nice to be back on St. Helena Island. It's a special place.
I, the Qeen Quet, head upon the body of the Gullah Geechee Nation, on a day from my home island, right here, St. Helena Island, South Carolina, and beautiful Beaufort by the sea, in Beaufort County, South Carolina, St. Helena Island, which is the epicenter of Gullah Geechee culture. So I'm Qeen Quet, I'm chieftess of the Gullah Geechee Nation, and also head upon the body of the Gullah Geechee Nation. So when people hear this, they say, what's that? So people are often surprised to find out that the Gullah Geechee people have a queen of their own, but people who know African traditions are not, right? And so I got elected, I'm an elected and installed Queen Mother and Head of State for the Gullah Geechee Nation. So I'm actually a political leader and a spiritual leader, and that aligns with our African traditions that we wanted to maintain here. So in 1999, prior to being elected, I actually was the first Gullah Geechee to ever go before the United Nations to take the human rights violations that was happening against us to that world body, to have them help us to remain here. And what they would do is set a fire on John's Island. And if we rushed from St. Helena and helped them put it out, you set a fire on St. Helena, and then people got to rush from Darien, Georgia to rush and help us. And then you set a fire on Sapelo, and then we all rush over there, so that nobody was cohesive. And I wanted to know, well, who's setting the fires? So I started paying more attention to what a lot of elders were talking about, and a lot of them had been involved in the civil rights movement. They weren't accustomed to the human rights movement, but they knew they were activists. They knew they had to be involved. But then I saw they were reacting. And my thing is, no, activism requires being proactive. So when I founded the Gullah Geechee Sea Island Coalition in 1996, it was to bring everybody together so we could be under one umbrella to fight what I call destructionment. Because the main issue was people were coming in that didn't look like us, and any stretch of the imagination, not the same culture, most of them not even Southerners, that would come and think they were Christopher Columbus, that they discovered something. They discovered this paradise, these islands. Oh, it's so beautiful. Well, if it's beautiful when you come to visit, it would be beautiful just like it is. So you don't need to bring anything from the city here. Well, everybody didn't have the same opinion I did. Politicians went along with this stuff, and then we saw the proliferation of gated areas, golf courses, and these things that were destroying now something that was part of our literal life's blood, the waterways. So you're destroying us spiritually, because as we say, the water to bring me, the water going to take me back. And so if we can't have access to the water, it's almost like you're pulling a fish out of water. You're trying to cut them off from part of their life force. This is a problem. This can't happen. And so if you get away with taking away the land or destroying the land, you're trying to destroy my culture and my cultural community. So every day I wake up to make sure that doesn't happen. I wake up to looking at things I'd rather not read. I'd rather we take a trip to the beach and just sit out there and breathe in the salt air But instead, I have to do things like fly to other countries and speak out still at the UN Oceans Decade Conferences, be in another conference, our Oceans Conference, and talk with people across the world about how we're all fighting against the same thing, especially indigenous communities, indigenous people around the world. We're uniting to say our cultural heritage is more valuable than any building, than any resort that you put anywhere. And if you want to sustain the land and have the land heal itself, Mother Earth heal herself, we got to stop this process of thinking that you can capitalize on every stitch of land and water there is. The roots of my culture stem from this soil. I'm a soul of the Sea Islands. And so I want to make sure that we dig deep and realize my culture is not surface. It's something that deserves its rightful place in the world, and that we need to hold on to it, because it's always about balance, you see? And so when I say the water to bring we, the water going to take we back, it's beautiful to sit on the shorelines, sit amidst the breeze, and just yeti, the ancestors of Krakatee. Sometimes one of the things said under the mud, but that of them singing, shouting, saying, Hunter chillin', remember, take care of the land, and she'll take care of you. So peace and blessings to you. And everyone out there, keep up the fight. As long as we treat Mother Earth right, she'll nurture us.
If you want to access more content, consider joining our community on Patreon. You can find details in the video description. Thank you so much for watching.